Mentorship traders, today we've decided to dedicate our time and talk about a very popular web-based platform, TradingView.com. Now, when you come to the website, it is essentially like a social media wherein Facebook people post what they have eaten and what they're wearing and where they're going. This is, you can say, a Facebook of technical traders, where people like us share our views with the help of charts. This platform has evolved over the years significantly, I would say. I have registered, so if you're new to the platform, please register. For free of cost, you can access few charts with limited accessibility of indicators. We're going to talk about it. I am at the premium version of the software, so it shows that next to my name. Now, the way to open a chart quickly is if you come to this drop down here, you'll see you can search for a ticker, some trading idea, some educational ideas, scripts, and people. So if you're looking for someone who's on TradingView, you come to people and search his name. By default, it's ticker. And over here, you can type the name ICICI BANK. If you do this, and if it's all, then it pops up over here. See down right over here, I've kept all exchanges over here. If you just click on it, these are all the exchanges from where TradingView fetches their information. I think this is really powerful because it gives you access to international data. For those which is important, really good. Or else you can just click on it. Let's say if you're interested in MCX, NSE, or BSE, you can click any one. So I've clicked on NSE. It will search the stock quickly. If I had kept it all exchanges, then it will not only give me of NSE, but it should ideally also give me the ADRs and GDRs also. I don't know why it is not showing here, because this is all exchanges and all. So ideally it should. Let's say Infi. There you go. Infosys, New York Stock Exchange, you're looking at ADRs, etc. So if you do it all exchanges, that's what it comes. Or else you drop down here and make it National Stock Exchange. The great thing about TradingView recently was they introduced NSE future charts real time, which makes life like us, like mine, very easy because I essentially trade the futures. And so Infosys, when you click on it, you get the continuous current month, continuous next month, and contract wise. Like December is going on right now. So only the chart of December, only the chart of Jan, and only the chart of Feb. The most obvious, important, makes sense chart is Infosys futures continuous current month in front. So as you click on it, it will take you to the big, wherein it will show you a line chart, how it has gone up in 1 day, 5 day, and so on and so forth. A bit of ideas on the left hand side, people on TradingView, whoever has shared on Infosys. So this is an Infosys centric page. On the right hand side will be news, events and news. Now the magic is the full featured chart. When I click on it, it will take me to a new tab within my browser, and it will open the last template which I had used. Okay. The best way if you're starting off is to start with a new chart layout, a fresh layout with candlesticks and volumes. Okay. Volumes over here, down here, you can see. If you go to settings, you can plot the average. The average volume can be of 20 period or more, and you can color the volume bars as per previous close. Okay, so if the day was a positive day, the bars will be green. If the day is negative, the bar will be red. You can do that. The good thing about TradingView is the visual flexibility. So let's say, for example, I don't want all these green, reds, and all. What I generally do whenever I look at volumes, if at all, I turn them into gray, and this I also make it much more transparent, almost. Opacity, I reduce it down. So it's just very, very mild down there. So it works for me. Now, one thing that I've done that I'll show it to you is the right-hand side part. This right hand side over here, if you can see, this are various aspects of TradingView. I'll try and cover a few of them in this video. First one I'll show you is this one. This one is groups. Okay, so you can create your own list. So create list, I want to quickly show it to you. So let's say mentorship, or let's say trades for tomorrow. If you want to create a list of those trades which you're going to look into tomorrow. So over here, when you come, there is a plus sign. You click on it. You can say in stock, you can say in all, you can say in futures. It's completely up to you. So let's say I come here and I say ICICI futures and just click on it. When you click on it, it gets added. You can come here. You can add equity, commodities, global index, whatever, because you have access to everything here. So I come here and I type SBIN and I come here and I add. Okay, let me do one more. Let's say REL, and it will give me Reliance Industries. Because it's in futures, it's only Reliance Industries. If I had clicked on stock, it would have given me a lot of stocks like Relaxo and Reliance Capital, etc. So Reliance. So I've added these 3 stocks. Like this, if you notice, down here, I have created a lot of lists. I have created my own universe, which I've named universe. This is a list of more than, I think, 115. I've been adding few of them of late. So earlier it was 108. Now it's gone up by around 4 or 5 more. So I've renamed it universe. These are all futures. I can make cash, futures, whatever. You can create as many lists. You can have information of the last closing price, the rupee change, the percentage change, the volume. Extended hours doesn't make sense here. So volumes. I personally don't look at a rupee change, so I deselect it, and at times I deselect volumes also, just to save some space on the vertical side. Like this, I have created auto. I've done it manually, one by one. Once done. So I have added only those stocks in my list which are there in the derivatives. Of course, there are many banking stocks, but these are the stocks which are in the derivatives. And like that, I have created consumer durables, financial services, FMCG, global markets. Global markets, what do I have? I have the S&P 500. I also look at the gold in COMEX. Then I have the SGX. So this makes my life really easy at night or early morning next day. SGX right now is just flat to negative. USD INR plays a very important role, so that's also there. Euro INR not so much, but it's there. So I have key indices over here. If I'm not mistaken, if I add here and I come to index, when you come to index, you'll find a lot of index which TradingView has already suggested for us. This is for India, and if you make it all exchanges and stay in index, then you'll find Dixie. Dixie is the US dollar index. Yeah, and like this, depending on your requirements, depending on whether you want to track it or not, they've got a lot of stuff. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they've got India VIX also. Let me quickly look for that. VIX, yeah, India VIX. Right. So I have created a global markets. I've created the sectoral lists. I have created one called NSE indices, where all the indices of NSE, I have used them. And like this, I have one more very interesting. I like this one, top 15, the top 15 stocks that make up Nifty 50. So feel free to create your new lists. You can make a copy of that list and rename it. You can rename your existing list. And the good thing is we have some colors also. So I use green for bullish, red for bearish, and blue for the index. Let me show you. Say, for example, I find Tata Steel to be bearish. Let's say, I'm not saying it's bearish. So I can come here, I click on it, and I can put a red mark. and it will come in my red list. Similarly, I'll have my green list, and I have kept the Nifty Bank Nifty in my blue list. I can keep it in my blue list. I can go to NSE indices and check here Nifty Bank Nifty. But what I do during market hours is I just toggle between these three, red, blue, and green. Earlier I used to keep all the trades in blue, but then at times what happens, because I'm trading the daily time frame and the 75-minute time frame, at times when the list is long, one can get confused. Yeah, from which time frame was this trade, daily or 75? It should not happen. I'm not saying it has happened to me, but it can happen. So let's clear it out. Red list is bearish, green list is bullish list, and few important indexes on the blue list. So this is the first part, watch list and details. Then you have alerts. The good thing, how the way to set up alerts is, let's say for example, I come here and I go to Nifty, and I feel that if today's low is broken, Nifty will correct. So today's low is close to 13,202, 13,200. So wherever is my cursor, you can see right here, there's a plus sign. There's an addition sign. So I go to 13,202 and I click on that plus sign. The moment I click on that plus sign, it tells me whether you want to create an alert or not. A buy and all this can be done if your broker is connected with it. As of now, Indian brokers directly are not connected through TradingView, but TradingView is connected through the broker, like Zerodha, like Fires, and IFL also has done it. So you can place orders, but not by opening TradingView in Indian markets. As of now, we are yet to see that happen. So I can come to there, and if I just clicked on alert, so you can see this mild orange dotted line as I keep my cursor, an alert has been set. The good thing is, once the alert gets satisfied, you can get it on your app. If you use TradingView on your phone, it will pop up, it will show on your app. You can also get an email, okay, and you can set up a message that what exactly you want to write once that alert is met. You can delete it, you can change it, whether it's crossing up, down, and etc., moving out. So this depends on how you want to set up your alert. Is it only once or every time? So you found out a good level, and every time the stock comes there, keep on alerting me, right? So that's how the alert works. The good thing about the alert, or the best thing about the alert I like about TradingView is, let me delete this first and draw it again, is that we can set the alert from the chart. Okay, for example, this is my crosshair, and I come to this point, and I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to click anywhere. Just come close to this right additional sign, click on it, and my alert is set. This is what I like, because in many softwares, what you have to do is you have to click on somewhere and create it. This we can create directly from the charts. Whichever alert you create will get populated here, will come here. We've deleted, that's why it's not here. But if I create one right now, ideally, there you go, it should come here. You can pause it, you can edit it, and of course, you can remove it. Headlines for Nifty. So whichever chart you have opened, whichever chart is open, thanks to Reuters, most of this information, this news will at Reuters, you can see down here, will come here, will populate. So if you happen to look at, let's say, ICICI Bank, let's say futures, and if I open the chart of ICICI Bank, then news related to Indian markets, ICICI Bank, wherever some ICICI Bank is mentioned, etc., may not be direct, can be highly indirect, but okay, that's showing us something. This is something that I don't use because news is something I don't pay much attention to. We have the fourth one, which is the data window. Data window is essentially whatever is plotted on your charts, the data is reflected here. I do not use this because look, few areas where TradingView already gives us the data is top here, open, high, low, close, right? And wherever you keep your cursor, let's say, for example, let me quickly drop an indicator for you. Let's say I drop relative strength index. In a separate video someday, we'll talk about indicators at length if possible. Possible in this, I'll try. So as I plotted RSI 14, and if I keep my cursor here, you can see The open eye low close over here changes. Yeah. And down here, whenever I bring my cursor over here also, let me mark it so that it's, we tend to get the value of the indicator. And so the need of a data window for TradingView, I feel is not as much as it is for other softwares. I've used other softwares where the data window on the right hand side is a must. But for TradingView, I feel it is not as much, because all the information which is there in the data window, no matter how many indicators you plot, you will find it up here for price. Okay, just a minute. You will find it next to that particular indicator every time. And so you need not waste this space here just to plot the data window. I feel so. Hot lists, this is, you can select. So of course, we'll be focusing on Indian markets, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around 8 to 9 options. Volume gainers, it's self-evident. Percentage change gainers, percentage change losers, percentage range gainers, percentage range losers. So in terms of the range, not necessarily close to close. Then there are gap gainers and gap losers. Most important in this hotlist, I feel, is the volume gainers. But in this case, what it does, it runs only on NSE, the entire NSE. So a lot of cash market stocks might also come in, which may not be interested in. Okay, like Tata, like PNB has come. PNB anyways is there in the futures, but I don't track it. Like South Indian Bank has come, BHAL has come, so doesn't interest me. But that's how it is. Then we have the economic calendar. So over here you can come here, and only of high importance, you click on it. You come to the filter. You can choose Angola, you can choose Argentina, but only choose the countries which you're interested. So I've kept it at, for India. You can choose based on your global definitions, like Asia Pacific. These are the Asia Pacific countries you can choose now. G20, these are the G20 countries. I know there are mentorship traders amongst us who lives in Europe, so you can choose your country where you are. And then there's all. So I have kept it only on India, and whatever is coming up soon populates here. Again, a nice, useful section. And then there are my ideas. These are the ideas which I have posted upon. It is populating here. After which there is, I'll show this little later, how to post an idea. Public chats, this is noise, because a lot of hundreds and thousands of people are chatting. These are all different types of goal discussion. And over in TradingView, what happens at the bottom down here is the group, is a community, and whatever is happening within the community gets populated on the top. Okay, down, 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 someone is typing. So it's a lot of noise here, a lot of noise. This is my personal chat. If I've been chatting with someone, if someone is saying hi, hello, etc. So this is private chats. Then there is ideas stream, which I have not used much. Is if you're following anyone and if they have posted any, I don't think I follow anyone. And if I say show my ideas only, maybe it will populate. I honestly have not used it much. This is notifications. When someone follows you or comments something, then you get notified. This is primarily for the real-time markets, where its order panel comes here, and the ladder. But this will be more evident for real-time markets. If we open, let's say, an Apple, that is the stock Apple. Let's come to stock, and let's say Apple and Nasdaq, and this guy should be live. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Yes, so you can see this is the ladder, the bid and ask. I again have not used it so much. It doesn't come to my use of, because I don't trade so much intraday. But this is how it works. As you can see, it's going up and down. The ladder shows the nearest quantity at the price. This is the right-hand side section, of which I spend the maximum time, or the maximum amount of a real estate that I've used on this right hand side is this watch list. So I toggle between various watch lists, whichever I'm interested in. If I see NSE indices today, Bank Nifty is the biggest gainer, then what I do is, after analyzing the chart of Bank Nifty, I'm going to quickly come here and open the list of Bank Nifty and then sort and figure out kisme zyada volume ho raha hai, who's trading the maximum volumes and various other things. So this is what I use the right hand side for the maximum usage. Okay. Any questions, guys, as far as whatever I have shared on TradingView as of now? Then I'll extend maybe towards the left hand side of plotting a chart, trading multiple